So today I'm going to talk about one of my very favorite tools, one of my very favorites. I've used it over the years and it's very powerful. It is the violet flame of transmutation. And it is incredible. It's simple. And it is something that you can learn about. If you do a search, you'll find information about it out there, other people teaching it. There's different ways that people teach it. I will teach it the way that I was originally taught by my teacher some years ago, a couple decades ago, and also the way that I have adapted it, and by my own guidance, the guidance of my team, my guides, how I use it. The thing to be aware of is that the violet flame is a tool to assist the clearing of, I don't know if I want to call them negative vibrations. They are kind of negative. They're heavy, they're dark. All the vibrations that are emotions that weigh us down. These are emotions such as guilt, anger, fear, anxiety, anxiousness, depression, attachment, grief, unworthiness. I mean, there's so many to pick from. It can be also unhealthy attachments. If there's a person that you want to release that you feel you're overly attached to, or someone who, sometimes I'll put, exes in the flame, someone that you are no longer seeing, but you had a deep connection with, you may want to release them. These are all vibrations that we hold in our system. So you have to remember, we are a body. We're a body with an ego, but we also have a mind. We also have have etheric bodies. That just means bodies that you can't see, but are energetic, like our thoughts, our emotions are in our emotional body, our spiritual bodies. We have a lot of layers. And these heavier emotions and energies can get in the way of us moving forward in life. A lot of times we just hold on to these things. So the violet flame was a gift to us. It was given by St Germain. It was a gift to us to use in order to release a lot of these things, to, a way you could go through a lot of psychotherapy and stuff. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, if that's what you need at any particular point in your life. But there are also ways, and even if you've worked it out intellectually, it may still be hanging on in your physical body, or it may still be hanging on in your emotional body, etc. So this assists in getting rid of it. A good phrase that I like is to think of it as dross, right? The dross is the, what's left over after a fire, the grainy, so you could do all this inner growth work, and let's say you've had a bad relationship and you get all through that, and maybe you've gone through a divorce and you think you've cleared all that and you've done your very best work, but there's still little vestiges of that hanging on. A violet flame enables you to be releasing that. It's not like you release it one time and then it's gone, although that could happen. But you could just do it periodically, do this flame and just release. You can do it anytime. You could do it for a few moments. If there's something in particular stirring you and you're like, I just want to release that, you can use this tool. Or you could do it as a regular practice. You could do it every day, where you sit and have a period of time where you release that. You can also use it to release illness from your body. And I am not saying, do the violet flame and you're going to not be sick. But what I'm saying is, illness in our body it's more than just a physical manifestation. Often it's rooted in an emotional or psychological state of mind that eventually seeps in and it becomes a physical ailment. So the flame enables us to clear things without having to understand them, without having to know about them, but just to be making this conscious, very conscious choice to let things go by name. And so I will, I'm going to describe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a quick description of the process. Then I'm going to go through a little bit of description about each of the stages, and then I'll go through the process one more time. Okay, so you don't have to capture it the first time through, but I'm going to just tell you the technique. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to sit quietly. It doesn't matter how I'm sitting. I can sit in a chair. I can sit in the floor. I can be in a yoga pose, or I could be standing. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to quiet my mind for a moment. I'm going to notice my breath. I'm going to take a few cleansing breaths, just a few really maybe 3 of those. I'm going to request the presence of any guides who choose to help me at this time. I will say that out loud. I may have a specific guide that I might ask for. I may say, if there are any guides who choose to help me. Take another breath. And I'm going to say these words. I invoke and decree the violet flame of transmutation to fill this room and surround my body with violet healing light. I'm going to do a few deep breaths there. I'm going to visualize myself in the flame. Beautiful, vibrant violet flame all around me, and I'm sitting right in the middle of it, and it's just cool burning. I'm going to visualize it the best I can with all the sight and sound and feel I can. And now I'm going to start my releasing, and these are the words I'm going to use. I am choosing to release fear. I am choosing to release anger. I might say these 3 times. I might say them once. I may say, I am choosing to release guilt, guilt, guilt. Or I may say, I am choosing to release fear. I am choosing to release fear. I am choosing to release fear. I may visualize that release. And I'll keep going. I'll keep going, and I'll keep going. Releasing individuals, releasing attachment, releasing poverty consciousness, judgment, cruelty, stupidity, right? Anything that's in your heart that you feel is hanging on and that you want to release. All those negative things you say about yourself, you release. Release, release. Every now and then I will say that. Release, release, release. Because I get in this flame, okay? I'm releasing. When you feel complete, and that could be after a few things, or it could be you get going and you're in it for a while. It doesn't matter how long. You do it until you feel complete for that time. nothing else is coming up or feeling like it needs to be released, you sit. I sit for a few more moments. I feel what that feels like. I am releasing the violet flame with deep, deep gratitude. I'm grateful for St Germain for bringing the tool. I am grateful for my guides who have helped me in this meditation. I'm grateful, grateful, grateful. Now I visualize the flame dissipating. Take a few more breaths. Now I'm going into an affirmational phase, which is I have released. I have made choices. I am choosing to release is the words that I used. It's very important. Now I'm going to call in all that I am, all what I proclaim. These are the things that you want to pull in, anchor, feel, connect with. Every beautiful thing you can imagine. I am love, love, love. I am courage. I am wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. I am awake. I know who I am. I am clear, clear, clear. I am listening. I am hearing. I am one with all that is. I am light, light, light. Oh, there's so many things you can throw in there. I am compassion. I am compassionate wisdom. I am beauty. I am beauty. I am beautiful. I am the longer you do it, the more often you do it, the more things will come to you. But these are proclamations you're going to make. If you don't believe it yet, fake it till you make it. This is a perfect time to use that concept because you are, as you say it, it is so. So maybe you don't feel beautiful. You say it anyway. I am beautiful. I am filled with the light of God. I am connected to everyone around me. Whatever makes you feel vibrant, call it in. Claim it for yourself. If you already know that it's who you are, claim it again. If it's what you want but you aren't, claim it for yourself. I am listening to the voice of God. Right? I hear my inner wisdom. So many things. This is the part where you fill yourself with power, where you set your tone. When you feel complete, just sit with it. Feel that gratitude for all of the beautiful assistance around you, all of the energy poured upon you from God, from Source, from angels and saints, every beautiful thing. Feel that gratitude permeate your body. And my ending, I always say, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. might sit for a few minutes in silence and then get up and go about your day. All right, so that is the overview. What I want to add a little bit of color to it, you can say these things softly. It does not have to be real loud. You can say it softly, but the intention, the vibration, these words that we use, our universe is thought. It is mind. Words do matter. They carry a vibration, and they carry that vibration because of the way that word is meaningful to us. So when I say anger, it means something to me. That meaning that it has is a vibration, okay? The words we use very much matter. The vibration we add to them. If I want to say, I can just say quietly, I am choosing to release anger. You know, usually you got to be soft and quiet if there's people around, or, you know, if you've got other people in the house. You could say it softly, but even if you say it softly, feel it to the best of your ability. So you can say it softly, but say it with intention, with full intention. I am choosing to release anger. Feel it. I often breathe it out, sometimes with oomph, to make it more real, to help my mind feel it, because this is all about what we feel. This is all about what you feel. It's all about the vibration. So I want to release. I'm going to let it out. I might use my hands. I might create motion. I might say it with a lot of power in my voice if I can. I usually do. I am choosing to release anger. Right? Like I want to feel it. But the more powerfully you feel it, the more powerfully you're going to be letting it go. So make it real. Say it softly if you need to, but make it real. Feel it and let it burn. I visualize it going into the flame, and the flame burning, burning, burning into this smoke, releasing up to the universe. Now, you don't have to make the sounds and the motions, but trust me, it helps. It absolutely helps. Be dramatic. It's easy for me. It might not be easy for you, but be dramatic because it will assist the process. You can release attachments to people. I might put names in there. I am choosing to release so-and-so. I am choosing to release so-and-so. This is so, so, so helpful and important and therapeutic. Sometimes I will make proclamations. Consume in me the dross, O God. This is a phrase that I learned somewhere along the way. Consume in me the dross, O God, the impure substance of thy sod. That's like a prayer, right? Release, consume. I'm asking the fire, consume the dross. The dross is that what's left over. All of that, this sooty, tar, sticky things that are in our vibrational field, which is what these lower vibrations do. When we feel judgment, when we feel critical, when we feel angry, when we feel cruel, when we, all of those things, even as I say them, you can see it in my face. They're like, it's like spitting. And those have that vibration. So we're just making a proclamation by choice. This is important. I am choosing. I am choosing to release this thing, this thing, this thing. Those words matter. Say them softly, say them with power. Sit completely still or use your arms to create the sensation of a flame. Use your breath to create the sensation of a flame. Everything that helps build the construct will assist you. We go into that quiet space once we're done and feel the vibrance around you. Always be grateful when you release the flame. You release the flame because it is a tool that is available to us. You've asked for it. It has been given. When you ask, it is given. But when you're done, you let it go. I am releasing the violet flame with deep gratitude for St Germain and for all of my guides who have helped me in this meditation. However you want to say that, it doesn't matter, other than making sure you have deep gratitude and you release the flame. And then sit. When you do the affirmations, this is one of the best and brightest and juiciest things you can do. Affirmations are like the light of God. It's making me want to cry to say it, but oh my, if instead of a mirror, we just said affirmations, what a beautiful world this would be. We never would look at ourselves. We would just say all the things that we are, and that would be so. When we look in the mirror, we see so many external things that have nothing to do with who we really are. Not nothing. It has something to do with it because it is how we present to the world. But trust me, what anyone sees when they look at you, it's why we like to look in each other's eyes sometimes. Because what we see in one another is our vibrance. When we're attracted to people, we might think it's about their physical appearance. We might think that, and there may be times when that is like the initial thing is like, oh, this person's attractive. But when we're really drawn to someone, it has nothing to do with their physical. It really doesn't. It's their vibrance. So as we work in the great unfolding, we are lifting our vibrance. We are working to let go of the things that weigh us down and feed the things that lift us up. So language is so important. And when we do our affirmations, it is really, really important to be careful what words you're using. Do not use a word that includes the negative. I'm not going to say, I am fearless. I'm going to say, I am courageous. Do not use an affirmation. Do not affirm a negative emotion like that, right? It's the easy route. Don't do it. If you need to, make yourself a list of your affirmations that you want to do and just read them. If they don't come to you, same thing with your releases. You could literally sit with a piece of paper and write down all the things that you want to release, and you can look at that if they're not right there in front of you. But the affirmations, you want them to be the best and brightest things that you want for yourself. Everything beautiful. And so you then, I am, and do the same thing with the power. Be powerful with it. If you can't say it loud, feel it loud. You could say it softly, but feel it loud. Feel it with vibrance. Feel it with all of your body, with your whole body and your whole soul, with everything in you. Feel that vibration of love. If you say, I am love, feel it, fill you. I am wisdom, feel it, feel it just down to your toes. I am courage, courage, courage. You know, sometimes when I say that, I imagine myself with like a lightsaber. You know, I am walking with courage through the open door to my future. That's a phrase I like to use. You can use phrases, whatever you want. Just make sure that whatever you ever use after the words I am, make sure you're using those words with intention, and that anything that comes after it is something you really want to own. Down to the, you know, I am tired, I'm broke, I'm this and that. Don't say those things if you can help it. It's a practice. But anyway, in your affirmational thing, especially, you're not going to say that. You're going to say, I am financially abundant, or I am financially stable, or I have everything I need and more. I am filled with the abundance that is around, that surrounds me. I am surrounded by abundance. I am surrounded by money. You can say whatever you want, whatever. Call it in with strength and power, and feel it in your body. Okay. And just do it until you're done. I've had times where I've done this every day, times when I've been struggling with physical things in my body and just started releasing things. And it was like, everything lifted. It's beautiful. It could be question why, why would I stop? Why wouldn't I do it every single day? I will tell you, part of the reason is because when I start doing it, I get sort of excited about it. And I little by little, I'm doing it longer and longer and longer. And I end up doing it for so long that pretty soon it's not sustainable. And then I stop doing it for a while, and then I get out of the habit. So, and it's cyclical for me, but there are people who do it every single day forever. And I promise you, if you apply yourself to it, even in a moment, you could take a quick moment when you learn how to utilize it. You can take a quick moment when you're dealing with something intense. You can go in another room or go in a bathroom or something, close the door, and do a very quiet but very powerful violet flame to release something that you don't want to, you're having some angst, some emotion coming up, and you don't want to deal it with, or you just came in contact with somebody that triggers the hell out of you. You don't want to go there. You really don't want to go there. And so you want to go in another room, do a quick violet flame to release some things, call in your courage, call in everything you can to build your strength and build your courage and build your balance, and get yourself into the zone, and get yourself in the zone and go back out in the game. So I'll run through it one more time now, just to give you another flavor for it, make it a little bit easier. I'm going to just do it. I'm just going to do a couple of, I'll release a couple of things. I'll call in a couple of things. I'm not going to go into great length because I don't want to take too much time, but I'm just going to run it through now how I would actually do the meditation. And this is how I would do it. I've already given you all the, you don't have to do exactly like me, but this is how I would be doing it. I request the presence of any guides who choose to help me at this time. I invoke and decree the violet flame of transmutation to fill this room and surround my body with violet healing light. I am choosing to release fear. I am choosing to release fear, fear, fear. I am choosing to release guilt. I am choosing to release guilt. I am choosing to release guilt. I am choosing to release judgment. Judgment, judgment. I am choosing to release judgment. I release the violet flame with deep gratitude to St Germain and to my guides, to anyone who helped me in this meditation. I am so grateful. I am love, love, love. I am light, light, light. I am that. I am. I am courage, courage, courage. I am wisdom. I am wisdom. I am joy. I am joyful abundance. I am filled with the light of God. I am filled with grace and gratitude. I am love. I am that. I am. Beloved I am. Beloved I am. Beloved I am. That was very truncated. You have no idea how hard that was for me to stop at just a few. I get in the zone and I just want to go on and on, but that it feels so good. I really would encourage the, at least explore it, see if it fits, if it works for you. If not, don't worry about it, but it is my sharing of that gift as an important, I believe, an important, useful tool, particularly as we are working toward this great unfolding, bringing ourselves ever closer and more powerfully into alignment with our own beloved, mighty I am presence. That part of us that is a spark of the light of God. That little tiny spark, that little tiny cell in God's eye, that mighty all. Hopefully that'll be useful. I had a write-up back in the day of this violet flame. As I practice it, I will either find that or make a new one and connect it at some point in the comments of this video. If you found this video helpful, if you liked it, please consider sharing it, or consider especially liking and following me on my YouTube channel, The Great Unfolding, on my Facebook page, The Great Unfolding, and help me build something beautiful. And we can only do it together.